So I got a pretty big pickup in that I want to share with you, and this is it. This is the 1974 Calbee number one of Sadaharu O. See number one on the back. So 1974 Calbee, the second ever Calbee set. Although 1974 Calbee actually doesn't exist as a standalone set technically. It's more like a 74, 75 set technically. But I'm not going to get into that because today I would rather talk about just this card and the amusing time I had with it when I was reading it. So I'm going to quickly kind of read this card, and then we're going to talk about what I thought was funny and amusing. And I'll get into some stuff, including kind of, this is almost like a little bit of like a Japanese lesson. So here we go. I'm just going to read the card roughly. It says like, he's dashing toward two consecutive triple crowns, a record the world has never seen. This year, too, will Wan Chan's feats be something to see? And then it goes on to say a little bit of trivia at the bottom. It says, even in the American big leagues, there have been two-time Triple Crown winners. However, no one has done it two times consecutively. And as a quick aside, O did get the Triple Crown in 74, so he did achieve the back-to-back Triple Crowns. But we're not here to talk about that. Wan-chan? Why the heck is Sadaharu O being called Wan-chan on this card? So that's what I read, and I had to almost laugh because if you are even a little familiar with Japanese, you might know that Wan-chan is basically the cutesy, affectionate way you refer to a dog in Japanese. So basically, the Japanese word for like doggo or doggy is Wan-chan. And with this word, wan is the sound a dog makes, right? So in English, dogs go woof woof or ruff ruff, but in Japanese, they go wan wan. So Wan-chan, yes, is the Japanese word for like doggo. And I was like, why the heck is Sadaharu O called Wan-chan? So I had to, is he a dog? I had to figure this out. So of course, I looked a little bit online and the answers are out there. It seems that Sadaharu O is sometimes called Wan-chan in Japan, not because he's a puppy dog, but because of well, for a couple reasons. The first one is maybe the more immediate one to you, if you have a good ear. Sadaharu O, of course, his uniform number is 1, and Wan is kind of like how a Japanese person would probably pronounce one. If they said one in English, it would probably come out something more like Wan. So 1 is a reference to his uniform number, but also, actually, as you might also know, Sadaharu O is half Chinese ethnically on his father's side, and he has a Chinese version of his name, which is, and I am going to butcher this, if there are any Chinese people watching or Chinese speakers, I apologize, but Sadaharu O's Chinese name is something like Wang Jianji. So O Sadaharu in Japanese and something approximating to Wang Jianji in Chinese. So his family name O is Wang in Chinese. But Japanese does not have like an ing sound, like I'm going to the store. There's no ing sound. So generally, the the Japanese approximation of O's Chinese name Wang is Wan. So they kind of just drop the uh, part, and it's Wan, right? So Wanchan is also in reference to the Chinese version of his name, which is Wang Jianji, O Sadaharu. So what about the Chan part? Wan Chan. So Chan is you might know. I think most people are kind of vaguely aware of San in Japanese. Tony San. San is basically. By the way, I would never call myself Tony San. Some other Tony I might call Tony San. Functions basically like Mr. Mrs. Person San. Chan is another such suffix that has different connotations. And without getting too much into it, Chan is you would attach this to someone's name like you would San in different contexts, and it generally has a cutifying, affectionate, and even kind of a diminutive effect on the person. So it's generally used. I said I'm not going to get too much into Chan, but kind of a cutifying, diminutive, affectionate ring to it, usually. Like I said, not going to get into it. So Wanchan, they're basically calling Sadaharu O Wang like his Chinese name, and number one affectionately. So that's where the nickname Wanchan for Sadaharu O comes from. So pretty interesting. At least I think it is. Okay, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Peace.